Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to what is another edition here of the brilliantly dumb show. You have the D-Man coming off
Birthday
his
boy.
fourth 39th birthday with the champagne. And yeah, it's all he's got the champagne, Mikey.
How's it going, boys?
Live from the Four Seasons.
Yeah,
in
like
Surfside.
fuck, man.
What? Am I not allowed to have a beverage? It's Saturday.
The D-Man.
Champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Joseph DeMar.
Live from
beautiful
the Surfside.
Sweet
Oh,
ocean
as
side.
the guy talks from a fucking house in Nantucket.
So
That's like the pot calling the kettle black, Michael.
Joe.
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
I'd be
No.
honest,
This guy, I saw this guy get his own personal beachfront with the
Is that right?
loungers.
No, it's not true, though. It's not true.
That's
You gotta
not
walk
true,
to
Bob?
that.
I didn't see
It's
another
not.
person within a country mile.
Well, it was prime dinner time. Yeah, I was looking at
prime dinner.
I was looking at houses on Zillow in Nantucket just because I love it so much, and I would do whatever it took. Can't afford it. It's billionaire money. It's big.
Well,
time.
Portnoy said that he is like one of the poorest people who lives on the island. Which,
Yeah, and by the way, he bought the most expensive house on the island, which is interesting.
that's a flex.
That's a flex, yeah.
I know, isn't
But
that crazy?
You know that's tough if he's the least wealthy person on the
I-
island.
Yeah,
I-
Bob.
that's-
Arby's better. Arby's better become. I don't know. Bob better become the meats if he wants. a
Barbie
fucking place.
Fairways.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I don't even think Arby saw it coming. The post did great, which was good.
Oh God.
When they sent me over the first version, that hairline is just
The
cooked,
hat.
dude.
You remember, Mikey? You remember the cartoon character Yosemite Sam?
Yeah,
Bob,
yeah.
Bob looked like him.
I
with
don't
that
want to
hat
see
on.
that. I don't want to see what Yosemite Sam looks like.
You don't know, Bob. You don't know who Yosemite Sam is?
No clue.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, Bob.
bro.
This is coming from a guy who thought Al Gore was on.
Yeah, I
fucking-
know, but like you never
That's
seen
really
that card.
tough.
You've never seen. You watched Space Jam. He was in Space Jam.
Well, Bob, you
Bob.
don't have the mustache, but that hat was just so big that
You don't remember him from Space Jam?
No, I loved
Really?
Space Jam.
That's why I figured you would know him for
By
sure.
the way,
thought
we
so,
we
too.
just dropped
He's a
the
great
Bob,
actor, Yosemite Sam. He's one of America's finest actors. He's
we just dropped the Bob the Sports episode where I didn't realize in Virginia it was going to be cold, so I had to buy a sweatshirt, and it was a Grayson sweatshirt. So I put duct tape on my sweatshirt for no free ads. Mikey shows up the next day with a Grayson sweatshirt that couldn't have a bigger logo on it than that.
who showed up with the Grayson sweatshirt?
That's Grayson. That's Grayson. That's a rival company, Michael.
that's a
is?
great. That's a
It's a
great
ri-
looking.
it's great.
I
sweatshirt,
thought
though.
I thought that this was the logo for the golf course that we played at in Wisconsin.
Oh, Black
Joe.
Wolf Run.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it is. It looks
It's
just
not.
like
It's
Grayson.
Black Wolf is the name of the
But Joe,
company,
doesn't
but
it
on the
look
course?
the shoulder? Mikey, I got shredded. I put duct tape
Yeah,
on
I
it.
don't.
That
It
is-
is. You're right.
No,
you're
it is
right,
a
you're right.
it's a logo of Grayson.
Oh, that's
You're
a
right.
great. That's a great.
Oh, it is.
That's a Grayson. Yeah. That's my
Grayson's
fault.
just showing up.
Yeah, hold
everywhere.
on, I'll be right back. Hold
No,
on.
no, it's fine,
Mike, you
Michael.
don't have to do that.
It's a good looking.
No,
It's a
no,
good
you're
looking
okay.
sweatshirt.
Just put some duct tape
You
on.
guys have some dialogue. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Okay. He's a brand man.
I bet you minus 350
Ohio
he
State?
comes up with a Ohio State
No,
t-shirt or hoodie.
I disagree.
Maybe now he'll come up with Brizzy because of the
Yeah.
Grayson.
By the way, tell me that ain't a Hardo setup there, Joe.
I mean, that chair, you'd swear that he was like a gamer with that thing. I don't know, like, how long is he sitting there doing the podcast? An
He can't-
hour? You need that kind of lumbar support?
He can't get over the there he is. There he is. I told you it was gonna be crazy.
Oh!
We
Yeah.
only
Turtles!
represent one golf player on this show, guys. That's on me. I thought that
Well,
was the Black Wolf
and
logo.
That's
then-
not your fault.
And then the D-Man's got Travis Matthew hat. So we're just all over the place. I got his Stubby's Nantucket hat as well.
You know,
Great
I
cheesesteak.
I had Grant Horvat. I hit him up because of his pants that he makes. These pants.
Oh, the Primo.
Because
Primo.
none of these nobody makes a pant with my inseam length. Nobody makes one like a 36 length. Nobody on earth.
Pickett
makes
just
one.
had Grant sent him 10 pairs of Primos.
Who did?
Ticket. He's like, I was kind of half wondering if he was going to send me the price along with him, but no.
Dude,
Well,
I don't know.
Breezy, we're not in the pants business yet. We will be though.
Well,
We
no,
will be.
we're in the shorts, not the
We're in the
pants.
shorts, and by the way,
Yeah.
shorts are great.
Great shorts. Great shorts. That's right. Yeah, Ticket will wear those pants. Like I don't get it, man. Like and I don't want to bust his balls anymore about it because we always give him a hard time, but it'll be 95 degrees in the desert and he has pants and a sweatshirt on. And everything that he does to his outfit, he always has to put like some sort of wrinkle to it. He'll like roll up a sleeve or like it's just very bizarre.
He's got like his little signature
there
cards when he wears
idiosyncrasies that he has with his clothing that he likes to do. But I'll tell you this much, Bob, the last time we played with him, when we were, where were we, in Virginia, he actually looked like a golfer. He had the real golf shoes on, he had the Primo joggers, like, and he was striping the ball, Michael. Like,
he hit the ball well.
Oh wow.
You know he was playing well when I suggested, like, we only did 9-hole video, and I was like, maybe we should, like, I was like, Ticky, it'd be great if we could play another 9 holes. He's like, I'm in. I was like, really? So we stayed and played another 9 holes together, and he was dialed.
If he had a bad front 9, no chance he's playing that back 9.
Oh no.
By
the way, did you see that Putt Golf Digest put an article calling it the worst putt known to man?
Oh God.
He sure did.
That's gonna be bad for the confidence.
Dude, I played at and I asked the caddy, the caddy was hilarious. We were talking about
food. Look like he had a ball.
We were having so much, we didn't talk about golf once. Like, I don't think he gave me one read. Like and I was playing great because he's a chef. So he's like an open fire chef. So I had so many questions about like cheesesteaks and stuff. By the way, Arby's has a cheesesteak out now that is really good. I'll stop, but really good. It's good, man. It's really good. But I said to him, do you mind if I put this up? Because I didn't want to just put it up without, you never know how they're going to be. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, not a problem at all. Oh, it was a problem. It was a big problem.
What happened?
And then it like gets around the island that this guy gets in trouble because it's such a small island. I felt terrible. Apparently, somebody was very upset. It's a great course. Never would want to disrespect it because I want to be able to go out there.
Do anything wrong. You didn't barely even show the course. You were showing the caddy 90% of the time.
Well, I didn't I at least checked with him and asked, hey, is it okay if I put it up some? Because I didn't know. But yeah, apparently it was a big deal. And I felt bad because I don't want to ruin the connection that the people has. It's a tough course to get on.
Did your contact, was he upset?
They were a little bit shook because I think whoever they have, I won't give out names or anything. I don't even know, to be honest.
But were they mad at you? Were they upset with you?
No, because they knew that I asked.
Then I think you're in the clear. Then.
Oh yeah, but D, it's more the fact that I feel bad for them that they have to deal with.
Sure, but it's not your fault. You're in the clear. Like, you already got approval from someone to do something. It's not like you just went rogue. You talked to the person, you explained it, that person's not upset, then you're in the clear.
Just feel like we got to just lighten up a little bit.
I agree.
I just don't think like even like an error, like a small error, should not be perceived as like an insult to the sanctity of the club. You know what if it's obviously not an intentional thing to violate rules or etiquette or something, and guys still react so over the top to it. Now, I'm not saying they did, Bob. I'm just speaking in general.
Yeah. Like, it happens.
Just like, it's just not necessary, man. Like, I don't know. It's just not necessary. What's up, guys? Mikey V here, reminding everybody out there that this episode of the Brilliantly Dumb Show is brought to you by our good friends over at Gemini. Boys, listen, how much money do you think that we've spent on playing golf this year so far? I don't even want to know. I don't want to think about it, but I know this. You can now turn your days on the links into an actual Bitcoin portfolio. How do you do that, you ask? Today's sponsor, the Bitcoin Credit Card by Gemini, gives you instant Bitcoin rewards with every purchase. This summer, Gemini is giving 10% back in Bitcoin on all golf course purchases up to $250 a month until September 30th. On top of that, you get 4% back on transportation, 3% back on dining, 2% back on groceries, 1% on everything else. The best part is Bitcoin rewards earned and held for 1 year on the Gemini credit card have appreciated 176% on average. You're investing as you spend. Truly a no-brainer. There is no annual fee. See rates and fees in the description for more info. So to sign up for the Bitcoin credit card, head on over to Gemini.com/BDS and get $200 in Bitcoin when you spend $3,000 in your first 90 days. Click the link or go to Gemini.com/BDS to apply and start earning instantly.
Probably have told the story, but have you ever heard the story where it goes back to Frankenheimer again, where Cutsy went to Frankenheimer's course and they have the most like iconic refreshment station like after 9,
Right.
and that's the thing is like you're not supposed to show that refreshment station. So Cutsy,
Well, no, it's the logo that they got pissed off. That
oh, okay,
been shown.
the logo. So Cutsy put them a video and he goes,
The world's greatest.
I mean, it really is tremendous.
What did he say?
He comes up to the stage, he goes, "This place is fucking divine."
It really is, man. It really fucking is.
No, that is such a cutsy thing that he was saying.
You ready? Here.
This place, what immaculate
Wait.
vibes here.
My favorite halfway house. He's just enjoying himself.
Listen.
They got everything in here. Take a look at this.
Look at that, Michael.
This guy, Bob, this guy gave a full shelf inventory.
Okay, now this is going to go back out. Frankenheimer's. Look at that, Michael. Albacore tuna. They have a soft serve ice cream machine, Michael.
This guy did an episode of MTV Cribs in the halfway house, bro. Got a whole fucking inventory.
It is. Bob can attest. It's the best in the state.
Look, Joe, it looks, Joe, nobody's disputing that. It's just so insane. Nobody's disputing that. No, it looks amazing. I wish everyone.
By the way, the video went viral. I didn't expect it to. No, it really did. It got picked up by Zaire.
It got picked up by like Columbia Records.
No, it got shared by Zaire, which is one of the biggest golf. Yes. And then Rick Shields, we didn't know him at the time. He posted it, so it was everywhere.
Wait,
yeah,
Ricky Slick
posted it, and I was like, "Oh my!"
See, now if he's doing that, you got to feel like you're all right because
he doesn't.
But I will say to Frankenheimer, I mean, I feel like you might have to call him Bob. I feel bad because now this video is going to go out, and he's going to face the wrath again.
Here's the problem, though, Mikey, is Frankenheimer got a note. Like, this place is unbelievable. Hillcrest it's insane, but. He got a note in his locker warning him, like, hey, like, you can't do that. It did. Clutzy put it out, and within seconds, it just went viral.
Right.
Look, he's on the course with Cutsy, and he gets the locker, and he tells Cutsy, and rather than Cutsy being like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry, Cutsy goes, oh, you're fine. It's just a warning.
No, he's like very much entrenched into that club. Like, he knows all the people. Like, yes, he's very high up in the ranks over there. So I knew he'd be fine, but I did apologize profusely, Bob, on the other end. Like, I felt terrible. And by the way, the next time he had me out there, I don't think I pulled my phone out once. Yeah. I just did not. I did not want to put him.
Not for nothing, but like, you want to take some pictures or something of just like, if you only get to, let's say it's a course you're not going to get to, you don't think you may ever get to again, Michael, or anytime soon.
You can't. Like, if you play the course that we're not going to say the name.
No, I know that.
They won't let you take, like, you can't share any photos. It's a shame. So there's an actual story of a guy who went out, he got a hole-in-one while playing at Augusta National Country Club, and he wanted to take a photo or something at the thing. They said, sir, you're not allowed to. What they said is, we will take a painting of you as a hole-in-one and sell it to you for $10,000.
Man, like, what?
Listen. So $10,000. The guy goes, I gotta think about this. He calls back like a day later. He goes, listen, it's so special to me. I'll pay the 10 grand. I want the painting. They then said, Sir, we will give you a painting, and on top of it, we are now offering you a membership for life at Augusta National Country Club. Because it was a test to see if he was willing to buy the $10,000
Bob's
painting.
not buying this story.
It's a
whatsoever.
real
No,
story. It's a real story.
I was with you and somebody saw, but like that process to me is so like it's a test to see if you'll spend.
Well, it was
that's
that
the
special
stuff.
to him that they knew that he was willing to do anything it took, that they gave him.
Yeah, I mean, look, getting a
That's
membership is the
pretty
cool-
special.
Yeah.
Wow, Michael.
I'm glad that the hole-in-one guy got the membership, though.
Is that not a crazy
That's
story,
pretty cool.
though?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's
could you
insane.
imagine-
That's insane. That was like the initial offer. Was like, you can't take a picture, but we'll paint a portrait of you for 10 grand.
There's like there's the street with like different art and all this stuff. It's like a really cool street in Nantucket, and they had this painting in the right outside on display. It was like an ice cream truck of all the different iconic ice creams that you can get from an ice cream truck.
Yeah,
So I said to Naruto, I was like, I have to buy.
that's right up your alley. Yeah.
I was like, I have to buy that painting, and
How
I
much
went
was
in,
that thing?
and then I realized that all these paintings are so much, and I'm in like my bathing suit, and the guy is not paying attention to me at all. He's on the phone, not even acknowledging me. So I'm saying to him, I'm like, this guy's taking me for granted. Like, he doesn't think that I'll actually buy the painting. And I was getting
How
annoyed.
much was the painting?
So finally, we're sitting there for
You had it,
15, 20
Joe.
minutes.
I'll
I
tell you.
said, "Hey, how much is the ice cream paint there?" He goes, 32,000, but I could do it for 29. I was out that door.
Bob took his
Bob, let me
swim
ask you a
trunks, said he
question.
went out to the beach.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Oh my
What did you
God.
realistically think he was going to say? What was your ballpark estimate on that?
Bob
painting?
probably would have done 7.
For
I don't know
a
if he would have
painting,
done
it was.
7.
it
I
was
think he
cool.
was thinking it was going to be
7.
like 4 or 5 grand.
Yeah, well, okay, so I thought maybe it'd be like $500 like going into it, but then when I,
500.
Wait.
Bob,
You-
this is an oil paint
you,
dog.
you thought
what does that mean? Why?
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah,
but,
neither. And by the way, neither does he.
but $500, Bob.
This isn't an oil paint, Bob. This
Oh
is
yeah, yeah.
nice painting.
Basically, what I'm saying though is, once I got in and saw the prices of other
of the other
paintings,
stuff. Then
I was like, "Holy shit!" this
That
is
would have
probably
been the
gonna be
time
like
to just remove
5
yourself.
So I did say to myself, like, if this is 5, I'm gonna buy it out of spite to this guy, to show this guy that
who's
he
boss?
was.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, it was like a classic. Like, guy shows up, teacher, bathing suit, doesn't think, like, young guy
Yeah.
that I have a chance. And I kept saying, no, he's not paying attention at all. Like, I'm going to buy this just out of spite to this guy. He goes 32, but we could do it for around 29. I couldn't have got out of there faster.
What did you initially say to him? Were you like, I this is what I picture you saying to him. I picture you looking at him very seriously and saying, okay. Like, real quick?
I shook my head and I went, wow. Yeah, and then-
Looks like he was pretty right, Bob.
You have to try and sell that, like, maybe you're gonna remotely consider it. At
Oh,
least.
there's
You
times
have
when
to
someone
try.
tells you something, you're
Yeah.
just like, there's no chance, there's
Yeah.
no world
Yeah.
where that's actually
Oh,
happening.
that's
Now,
good,
I'll tell you what you
That's
can.
good.
What you can pay for is true classic clothing, because you know what? You don't need the high-end designer stuff. When you got true classic, the mission goes beyond fit and fabric. It's about helping our guys show up with confidence and purpose. That's something Bobby needed when he was in that oil painting store. Now, I'll tell you what. True classic gear fits right, it feels amazing, and it is priced so guys everywhere can step into confidence without stepping out of their budget. That's exactly what we're talking about right now. We've been wearing True Classic for a while now. You can feel the difference the moment you throw one on. Tailored where you want it, relaxed where you need it. No bunching, no stiff fabric, no bullshit. Just a clean, effortless fit that actually works for real life. Forget overpriced brands. Ditch the disposable fast fashion. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, and built to give back. You can grab them at Target, Costco, or head to trueclassic.com/dumb and get hooked up today.
And lastly, there's also another shirt option that you can get. That's by the fine folks over at Quince. Now, you want stuff that fits right, feels good, and actually lasts. That's why we
Quince.
keep coming back to Quince. Yeah, by the way, this is a free ad for them because Gutsy called it Quince.
I thought it was Spanish.
You're
Thought it
not
was
getting-
Spanish.
And now they're gonna make us do 15 more for free.
And they're
because
probably
of that.
licking their chops.
we had to redo it because Gutsy said, I gotta show you the email that they like they like spell out how Gutsy
Come
said
on,
it.
man. Come on, there's no way, dude. Sip your champagne, fucking Henry Fonda.
The best part, everything
Quince.
with Quince is half the cost of similar bands. But in all seriousness, I am wearing it throughout different episodes. It really is unbelievable. Quince has the kind of stuff you'll actually wear on repeat, like breathable flow knit polos, crisp cotton shirts, and comfortable lightweight pants that somehow work for both weekend hangs and dress up dinners. Quince is the real deal. Stick to the staples that last. With elevated essentials from Quince, go to quince.com/dumb for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dumb to get free shipping and 365 days return. Quince.com/dumb. Yeah.
For our Spanish listeners, quince.
Yeah.
Transmita el español.
I do remember too when Cutsy did it, when I saw it, I remember him going, Quince.
I'll tell you this, when I'm wrong, I'm really wrong because I lay into something and I don't ease into something, I go all in.
Even Bone pointed out to me, like, and I wasn't even going to say anything to Gutsy, but we've probably had to do about 10 different reads throughout our time in the Brilliant Gnome Show.
10.
9 of them have come from Joe mispronouncing. That's why I always give it to Mike. That's why Mikey gets the heavy workload. Mikey's like the LaDainian Tomlinson of ads for the Brilliant Gnome Show. I give him all the ads. He does all the ads.
Yeah, I always did wonder. I'm like, why the fuck is he giving me 2 ad reads every week?
Give you a heavy workload.
Come on.
What's like
I lay into mine with a lot of passion and
a ton of passion.
Yeah,
ton of passion. You put it all in there. There's no question about it. You give it your all. There's no doubt about that.
That's great about the halfway ass cuts. Goes, but Mike, you don't understand. Like, it's one of the most premier. It's like, Joe, we're not saying
best in
that's
state
not,
is what I said.
Yeah,
it might be best on the Western Seaboard.
It's unbelievable, dude, man.
Out
I love that
Fortuna.
place.
Dude,
Oh
but
my
I
God.
thought, I got to be honest, before he showed that video, like when Bob was describing what he did, I thought it was going to be like just like a quick little 360 panorama of this guy was opening fucking drawers in there and going through like the variety of tuna fish.
I think of it like this, okay? I think of it like this. I often tell Bob, there'll be times where I'm like, we have no business being at this place. And I feel like if there's an ability for us to showcase, like as just an average Joe going into one of these places,
I agree.
Like what do they?
I
like,
agree.
It's like you know what? It's like never being inside the Vatican, and then you go in, you kind of want to show like what it's like, all the bells and whistles. Don't you understand what I'm saying?
The bells and whistles of the Vatican?
You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a place that you've never been in.
I would argue like anybody really. I mean,
well, not okay. I don't mean
you live in
I don't mean inside the Vatican. I mean inside like the chambers of like
an exclusive area that that people can't get into normally. Because anybody could go to the Vatican, but.
That's what I meant. I meant like the White House,
an exclusive kind of a tour. I agree.
And people like to watch that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people want to watch things that they may be not able to do themselves. Like, that's kind of, I feel like half of what content consumption is like people are watching because it's not something that they themselves may experience. They want to experience it through the lens of another person.
I also think if you're a member there and you're doing it, it's almost like a flex. I was clearly not flexing. I was just showing how bewildered I was at how great it was because I was a guest of the club and I was just very excited at all the
I was thinking about this because I played at a private course this week and I did play with a caddy again and the experience was a lot better. The caddy was great. It was a former Marine, couldn't have been nicer.
Whoa!
Knew that I wasn't like, a player, just was like, he was like, if I hit a good shot, he would say, Mike, it's really like, he was great. He was great. But where was I going with this? Oh, do you think that there's a discrepancy between the way members speak to caddies and the way guests? I feel like guests are so much nicer to caddies,
Dude,
man. I go out of my way. I'm like, I call him sir. I'm like, thank you, sir, because I'm not used to having a guy doing everything for me. Like the guy did everything for me.
Yeah, I get really uncomfortable sometimes when you're with people who talk to caddies. Like I get like secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, I agree,
I hate it. Or like will question them about reads. It's just like, these guys see the course every single day. Like,
Yeah.
even if they do get it wrong, just move the fuck on. Like, now, granted, you have some of these games that are big money games. Like, Jet used to caddy, which is hysterical. But he used to say that usually people didn't care. He caddied at like a old school
Caddy for a
Jewish
lot of
club.
women.
Yeah, well, the women he said he liked doing because they didn't care as much. They weren't playing like money games. They actually just had fun. But he said then you get the guys who are playing the big money games, and that's when it gets a little dicey. But yes, Mikey, I would say that guests are better, and if they're
Being
not,
rude
shame
to
on
a
them.
caddy is like being rude to your server. There's just no need for it.
But
Like there really
sometimes you have the caddies like when me and Guzzy played St. Andrews, they
They
hated us.
hated you guys. Yeah, that's
they were
that's
pricks.
tough too because I feel like
Clyde, what a piece of work that guy was.
I just feel like they're
Come
making
on,
they're
man.
making
He
a quick
was.
assumption. Those guys they saw what you guys were there for and what you were going to do, and maybe they're just so old school they want nothing to do
They
with
saw the camera stuff, they weren't a
Right.
fan. Then they
Right.
saw us hacking the course up and they were even less of a fan.
Well,
They
but
couldn't wrap their head around it like these guys are on camera.
Well,
and they
Joe,
can't
yeah,
hit the
but
ball.
when you say hacking up, we weren't chunking up the course in the sense of
No,
disrespecting
but
the course.
I was taking sevens and triples
He-
and doubles.
I
And
thought he was
it.
this
I
guy.
mean, that's one of the hardest courses in the world, is it not?
This guy
It's
had
tough.
never seen like I was praying this guy would get to see Cutsy blow up because he was like this in golf enthusiast, like old school. Like Cutsy's right. Once they saw the cameras, they had like no respect for us, and like
They were
whatever.
making fun of us.
They were, and then
They're
Cutsy
like, can you believe these guys film golf?
Cutsy's in a bunker and he can't get out of the bunker and he's throwing a
The lip
fit.
was like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, pop bunker. Like how the fuck you getting that?
And the guy turned to the other cat. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "YouTube golf," and then they're laughing as Cutsy's
I
like
was
struggling.
getting pissed.
Yeah, I
and
was.
that's only
loving
going to
it.
make it worse.
Yeah,
The last one I grunted, I just gave everything I had and it went flying out. Thank God.
Yo, he's so violent in everything he does.
everything he does, his
is
game.
so
I mean,
violent, dude.
his golf game is his personality. It's all or nothing. It's big hitter, like 300-yard bombs. Like
There's an episode that just came out with I'm where we do the gauntlet with FP, and I have that one bad line I take it, and you and FP were like, FP's like, he just tomahawked that like Manny Ramirez trying to go yard. And Bob said, who did you say? You said oh my God, you said a funny name of a old baseball player. But it's true, I was hacking at it. Like
Adam Dunn, like all or nothing.
no, you said, oh my God, I don't remember who it was, but it was very funny.
By the way, you know what I do now? This is pretty sick. But with how bad the Red Sox are, I have the MLB package. So I'll watch their games and I tune in on their local broadcast because the announcers are just beside themselves at how bad they are. Like yesterday was great. We got
Didn't they
home and
lose
I turned on-
9-0 to the Jays?
Oh, and the announcers were just beside themselves. It was great because
Tell you what, we haven't had a lot of wiggle room, Bobby. The Yankees have had a tough.
I
You guys
know.
barely eked out a win yesterday.
Maybe a little, yeah, I know, maybe a little turnaround right now, but man, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, look, not that we're sitting pretty, but just
They're still first in the AL East.
Yes.
But after I just can't believe the Red Sox trade. I can't get over it. I haven't been able to get over that trade. It was wild. But without further ado, fellas, I think it's time that we get into our buy or sell portion of the show here. I'll go ahead, start us off. Maybe we've talked about it before. I don't think we've done it as a buy or sell. Right now, being on vacation, and I've had a lot of them, and they are great, out there. But I am selling the oyster. I think the oyster is the most. Have we done that before?
We've talked about oysters. I don't think anyone's bought or sold though.
Okay, good. Because I thought maybe, but
I don't think so.
Bro, it is the most. And again, out here, they're great. It's not that I don't like them, but for what they are priced at and what you get, I think oysters are the most overrated thing on any menu. Like from the price, you're far from full. I know it's an appetizer, but like at least an appetizer, you get something going. It's more of just a delicacy and something to do. It's just they're wildly overrated.
I don't mind them if they come like with something else. So like when we will do the seafood tower, I'll dabble in like one or two of them that's there. But I agree with you. I don't I can't really recall the last time I sat down in a restaurant. I was like, I want to order oysters.
I could
now
name
the
like
Rockefeller is a different
Rockefeller's
story.
Correct.
different animal, yeah.
Correct.
But you're talking raw oysters. I could name like 4 or 5 seafood cocktail style cold apps that I'd rather have over the. I'd rather have king.
Yeah.
I'd rather have king crab leg. I'd rather have shrimp cocktail.
Shrimp
Good shrimp cocktail. I'd rather have jumbo
Tuna
lump.
crisp.
I'd rather have jumbo lump crab cocktail. I'd rather have stone crab. I'd
Tuna
rather
tartare.
there's a lot of things I'd rather have. Yeah, Joe, whatever. You're naming like the most
I
exotic.
knew.
Beluga caviar. You'd rather have.
You said king crab legs.
Well,
You said
but everybody
king
knows
crab
about
legs.
the king crab, Joe. Everybody knows.
Well, king crab legs a whole lot more expensive than tuna tartare.
Not the beluga caviar, though, Joe.
Oh, the Osetra?
See, what the fuck is that?
I don't
have no
know.
idea.
I have no idea.
I
The
thought
Osetra
I
caviar,
thought
Michael?
Osetra was that weight loss drug that
No,
everyone's
Osetra.
taking.
That's Ozempic.
Oh, right. Okay.
I should probably. I know about that as well. I've looked into that as well, Mike.
Stop. You have
I'm
not.
joking. I'm joking. I would never do it, but I'm joking.
Joe
Mike-
Zempic?
Ozempic.
Dude, don't you fucking
I actually
dare.
got asked if I would consider doing a sponsorship thing with them, and I was like,
Is that so? Did you?
I
really?
said no, Michael.
Good.
Cameron
Wait,
asked me.
hold on.
Cameron asked me. He said, "We have some interest. Would you be willing to do?" Because this is when I started my swole cuts journey, and they came aboard. And I said, I thought about it, but I said I couldn't do it. No,
Could you imagine Joe on fucking
Joe's epic, man.
I
it'd be
mean,
great.
yeah. I mean, just fucking.
Mikey,
The
You
face
gotta-
changing is what it's a deal breaker.
Mike, you had a good one for me. What did you call me? Barbies or
Barbies.
Barbie Fairways.
Barbie Fairways, the spokesperson of
If you
Arby's.
have not seen that commercial, by the way, everyone needs to see that immediately.
that
because-
meat sweatsuit you came rolling out.
Oh, I asked them
with
for
the
that.
10-gallon hat. That was
Yeah.
unfucking believable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. He
Bro, when I
kisses
saw
the guy
that
on the
hairline-
forehead, I'm like, what the fuck? is
Yeah.
this? So
He was a fan. He wanted to be it. They had to have like a sign up for who wanted to be in the
Oh,
commercial.
there you go. There you go.
So big
He did a
things
great
coming
job.
with Arby. Thank you, D. Billy
Yeah, it was
Bean,
nice.
who produced it. This guy's unbelievable. I thought I was pretty good
Yeah.
at concepts. Billy Bean, who does the Breezy commercials, is
Yeah.
spectacular. He really is.
It's been unbelievable.
So yeah, they also have like in the Arby's, it's called
Was it
Inspire
nice?
Brands. So it's called Inspire Brands. So they own Buffalo Wild Wings, Baskin Robbins,
They just
Dunkin'
bought
Donuts,
Buffalo, no?
Arby's. So like they have
Poor
a Baskin.
Billy.
Each one has its own floor. So like there's a Baskin Robbins floor where you could go down and just get free
Oh,
ice
that
cream,
would have been fun.
Oh.
Did you
iced
do it?
coffee. Oh yeah, I had a cone.
Baskin Bobbins.
I'm telling you, I've
Bob, you
gained
should
at
go
least
back
10
and you should
pounds.
tell them that there's an ice cream painting in Nantucket that they should get a hold of.
They should
Yeah.
invest in that. They should invest in it. I bet you that painting was sick, though. You should have took a picture of it.
Bro, it was so. Oh, I have it. I think I
I'd
have
love to see
Oh!
it because I'd love to see what ice cream. is
Imagine
sold
Bob
on the
just
truck.
blows up the picture and then still frames
That would
it.
I'd imagine what's on there, Bob. The screwballs on there.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool. I mean, is this worth 30 grand? Probably not, but
Was it big? It better have been
yeah,
big for
it
that
was
price.
big. Yes, it was big, but not like.
Aaron Judge painting big.
There it is.
I can't see. What is that?
Yeah, I could see the Sonic. I see the.
Oh, I
the
see the
Choco
the
Taco.
Tweety Bird.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
that
it
pretty
is, right?
sick.
Should I
Not
get it?
30K, man.
That is like a painting that he should have, though. Like if anyone's gonna have that hanging in the house,
Watch like
Dude,
the
it's
painter
so
of that painting, like is a big fan of Bob and just gonna do one pro bono.
he's gonna
for him.
commission one for Bob for free.
I
Gonna
can't-
put that. That would look nice in the new HQ, Bobby.
By
That's
the
what I
way-
was thinking. It's got the Italian ice. It's got
Wow.
Sonic, Klondike, Mr. Softy,
By the way,
Choco
speaking
Taco. Oh.
Mikey, we were talking about that picture that Mikey put out of Bobby 4 heads, 5 heads with the picture. That's no, you're not letting me finish what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. What?
We were laughing because we're like Bob's getting decimated. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a company that offers like
Some doctor.
some doctor's willing to do a pro bono job for Bob. I'm like, even when this guy's losing, he's winning.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Mikey posted the picture of us
That's
at that dinner.
That's the
Is that-
picture.
oh
That's the
my
picture.
That's the picture.
God,
Some doctor commented like
That he would
brilliantly
do-
dumb. We're
yes.
here for you or something like that.
Yes,
So
it's
not
a
for
treatment
nothing.
center,
Bob,
Bob.
not for nothing. I added them. I said, excuse me, doctor, whatever.
Oh my sweet Lanta. That is really bad, man.
What was I going to do? Crop you out of the picture?
No, I mean, it's not your fault. It's just,
It's a great photo.
So I said to the doctor, I go, excuse me, doctor, whatever. It was like
Mantula.
Yeah, whatever. I go, Dr. Allura. I go, I'm the bald guy here. I go,
doctor.
I'm the bald person.
Oh,
here.
I saw that coming.
Yes.
I
Like, what are the balls on these people?
They're willing to give Bob a treatment.
Because I think the reason is,
I'm bald, Joe.
Because you've shaved it down, I don't know if there's much that they can do.
Yeah, maybe
return.
Yeah, maybe I'm just done.
It might be, or maybe you'd have to grow your hair back out.
Oh, that would be an ugly scene.
I said to him, Mikey, what
would
would it take for you to go back to having hair? He said, I have to have hair like Andrea Pirlo.
Yeah, I would need like Italian national soccer team hair, like down to the shoulders. Like really, like I would want like
Pirlo had some of the
I don't want,
hair.
you know what I mean, Bob? Like I don't want to come back for some weak ass shit. You know what I mean? Like
I get you.
Yeah, I'm not coming back for that. No.
There's always a picture when Joe, whenever it's like my birthday, Cudzy always puts this picture in the rotation, and it is a brutal.
I know which one you're talking about.
Of us, is it us in the studio?
When you're younger, like a lot younger?
He loves
because you know why? No, because it's nostalgic, because that was the first time we ever were on a podcast together. And that was for the Brilliantly Dumb Show. It shows the progression of where we came from. It's not about your hairline.
Well,
right.
That
you
shows quite
behind,
the progression.
You got to see behind the line. Behind enemy lines, featuring Barbie Fairways.
That's pretty good.
All right, D, go ahead, fire yourself. He's gonna buy the Four Seasons.
Oh, place is tremendous.
He's gonna buy the halfway house at Hillcrest. Is what he's
I would already do it, but I think I'd have to sign an NDA. But I will say this is that I'm going to sell this week, and I'm very upset. I'm very upset because you know what? I don't know why we are getting rid of things that have stood the test of time and have been good. I don't know if you guys have seen, Disney has now changed their theme song, and it's fucking terrible. And you know what, Michael?
I didn't see it.
Well, you should listen to
it. What was the theme song to begin with?
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know that.
That's
great.
That?
They changed it.
No.
Because I don't know what. Yes, they did. And
When You Wish Upon a Star.
Yes, that's essentially the song.
Yeah.
But you know what? The new rendition is awful. And it's just like everything else now. We got to change. All the good things that we had from the past, God forbid we keep those dear to the chest. But all the things that people want to change now, it's just unbelievable, Michael.
Well,
it really pissed me off, man.
I'm here too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, Michael, because we're a few years
We're old, Bob. We're old.
We're 8 years older than you almost, Bob.
8 years your senior, Bob, as Joe would say.
Yeah, but when
respect the forefathers.
I'm 32, so 7 years from now I'll be the same age as Joe. Because
And
Joe's just gonna stay.
He's perpetually 39.
Yes, he's always 39.
He can't fake it next year because next year we both turn 40.
At the 40th birthday bash is gonna be amazing.
Could you imagine?
I think we should, Joe. Why not?
Well, your only thing is your birthday's in February.
Right,
Mine's
so we have
in June.
So we have to meet
halfway.
We have to meet in April.
Like near the Masters?
To do like an April. Oh my. Oh my. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say
it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
You just said it. Don't say it.
I said the
thought
Masters.
it. Don't even
say
think
it.
it. Don't think it.
Don't
even think it.
I'm not going to say it.
Don't think it.
All right.
But anyways, I'm selling the Disney themes. There's no,
Sure.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Sure.
And you know what? Nowadays with society, it's so instrumental of everything else that I get so pissed off about is that we got to change all these things. Everything's got to be redone. Keep the things that have meaning, that are good, that are, why change that?
By the way, they could have had Queen come in and fucking bring Freddie Mercury back from the dead and do that song. They were screwed from the start because you have something that's iconic like that. It's never going.
Yeah, no,
it's a tough spot for whoever was doing that.
It's like Arby's getting rid of saying we have the meats. You don't change something that's good.
It's true.
See that, Bob?
I appreciate that.
I'm trying to get him this fucking Nantucket house, one reference at a time.
No, dude, it's gonna take a lot.
Let's start
more.
with the ice cream truck painting, and then we can move from there.
Yeah. It's like who came into a really bad spot and ended up working out But Mikey, I used to say when Jersey Jerry left and you had to come in after Jersey Jerry, that was one of the tough. And again, it worked out, but that was one of the tougher spots to come in.
That wasn't you deciding to get rid of Jersey Jerry.
Of course,
Disney is making the decision to change something that's good and that has been iconic and that has resembled memories for people within all their movies for decades. What is the reason to change that? I don't know.
I agree.
The new one sticks. That's
agree.
all I know.
I haven't heard the new one. I got to hear it. But
no, you're not missing out on anything, Michael.
Yeah.
Okay, Mikey, buy or sell?
I'm selling this week too, actually. I'm going to sell this. This is something that I just like, it just came to me. Like I started noticing what really, really bothers me. And obviously, listen, this is not in the scenario where it's the only option. If this is the only option you have, it's obviously not a problem. Nothing drives me crazier than going to an establishment with a parking lot, whether it be the gym, a store, whatever it is, and there's 50 zillion open spaces and you park in a spot and somebody drive, and now you purposely parked in a spot that there's nobody near. And there's 50 million open spaces and some jackass decides that they're going to pull right next to you with all the open spaces. They want to be a close parker for whatever reason. You got to be, first of all, I think you have to be mentally, something's got to be wrong with you to do that. But nothing drives me crazier than in an empty parking lot and people want to park right next to you or right in front of you where the cars meet like that. There's just no need for it. And I'm not even saying it's in the most convenient spot. Usually it's down the road a little bit and people just want to do it. I'm against the close parking because I want to minimize at all possible ways the chance of getting the car dinged, a ding here, a ding there, a scrape here. And you got these people who just,
you know what that's like, Michael?
Your ass. It's crazy.
You know what that's like?
What?
That's like if you're in a stadium and you go to the far urinal and there's no one near you and somebody comes right next to you, you're like,
what are we doing? What are we doing?
I think that's even more preposterous.
Oh, well, that's worrisome. That's concerning.
It's happened though, no?
Concerning. I mean, they made a meme about it. There's a whole meme about that with the guy close
tutorial,
next to the
tutorial of where to go.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, Bob. The parking situation. I don't like close parkers, man. Like, just park it. If you got the room, why would you? If you got the room, why would you?
Some people will like to get a closer spot, wait to see if somebody's coming out.
I'm driving circles for an hour. I've seen people do it at the gym. Now you're going into a place to exercise. And you're circling around to get the closest parking spot.
Yeah,
or the people who just wait there. There's some people just wait.
That's what Bob was.
That's even worse.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't mind just parking. I park pretty far away and just walk. Like it's not that bad of a walk. Grocery store, just walk. Yeah. So yeah, that's good.
I will say though, there is something about when you pull in and you find the best spot.
Oh well,
that's a tremendous. You feel like you've really accomplished something to start your day off.
The guys that I can't stand, and again, this always starts a war, but I stand by it. I don't understand the people that park in backward, that go in reverse to park in.
Oh yeah.
The stress that you have reverse parking in rather than
it's a hardo move.
Does that surprise you?
It's a hardo move.
It's a hardo move.
In his car too. Do you know how long that's?
It's called combat parking, Bob. Is the technical term. It's combat parking.
And now what these guys say, Joe, is they'll say learn how to park.
Oh no, I would never say that. I would never say that.
They say once you leave, it's so easy. You just pull out.
That's correct.
That's ridiculous.
That's correct.
But how easy? Like I think, and again, this will start a war. So you'll have people who have your back.
I'm with you, Bob.
Yeah, like you definitely take more time parking in reverse and leaving than you do if you go straight in and then back. Would you agree?
Now I will say with the sensors and the cameras that they have,
it's a lot easier these days.
It makes it a lot easier.
I get that.
These people existed far beyond the terms of the fucking camera. Michael, you've had a license since you were 16. You were probably doing this for 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Been doing it for a long time.
And you got
there you go.
You got a big car, Mikey.
It's a big truck.
Oh, it's a bruiser.
But do you agree with that though? Do you think that it takes, or like, why do you do it?
For me personally, I don't think it takes longer. But I'll say this: it depends on what the parking lot looks like. If it's a tight parking lot, I'm not doing it. Like if it's tight and I come in, You got to have good perception. I think it's all about your skill set. Can you do it? You know what I'm saying? What's the parking skill set look like? What's the
I
parking
will
skill
say this,
set look
Bob, the
like?
backwards parker driver definitely feels that their skill set in driving is much higher than the average driver.
Mike,
Listen,
those are the
Adrian
people-
Peterson, one of the greatest running backs of all time. They weren't throwing him the ball out of the backfield. Guy couldn't catch. They knew his skill set. They handed him the ball. Didn't
Mikey,
catch the ball.
The guys that are doing that are the guys that you hate that order the coffee just black and
I
let
hate
you
that.
know.
But
And
that's the
let
thing.
you know.
But that's why, Bob, I'm such a mystery, because I'll do that and then go order a blueberry coffee with cinnamon cream in it. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
Let's go on into the Ask Bob coming off.
Oh,
Dude, I knew it was gonna come, but
that was a
people-
good one.
It was
people
great.
thinking
But
that Bob is fabricating.
I know,
bro.
I
I
know.
Let me
wanted
tell
to
you,
address it. I really wanted to address it. And
some
I
of our
held back.
listeners have taken
I
a
held back.
turn for the worst, man. I know that they are passionate, but some of these people are such fucking morons. I'm sorry to say it.
Whoa.
To imagine, Michael, Tim, think that we're faking
That does
and
aggravate
coming
me.
up with
that does
fabricated
aggravate me.
bullshit.
If you think anything on this show is scripted or a bit, besides the ad reads, which have to be scripted, and besides the fact that we know what the top
it's an
5
insult to
topic
us
is
and our
coming
show.
in, you haven't been watching for long, because we have said the dumbest things collectively as a group here that any podcast on the planet has possibly said. So
Yeah.
there's no way it's a bit. I know people do. I'm telling you, I swear on my kids. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. It's
when it
nonsense.
happened, that was the thing.
Nonsense.
A, it sucked that the answer was so bad, but B, I knew people are going to be like, "Oh, this is a bit." In those people's defense, the only thing I will say is it is such a bad answer that I could see people who don't know me or just see the clip thinking
They're new to the show.
It's
Correct,
called
like-
the Brilliantly Dumb Show.
correct. But I think that the diehards and the people that are here every week
They
know
know.
that it's not a bit. I
They
think it's
know.
a lot of people that come in, see the clip, and are like, "It's a bit." I wish that was a bit. That sucked. Like that fucking sucked. Oh, some of the DMs I got.
That GIF that EA created.
Oh,
I should have fucking said it.
yeah, unreal.
I was so pissed because I was doing so good. I mean, like Mikey's like, "Oh, there's no way he's gonna get that one." I got that one. I was so pumped.
Roosevelt. I couldn't believe
Yeah.
that. I couldn't
And
believe that.
then, yeah, when the guy did the monument with Al Gore on it.
Oh my God, some of those were unbelievable. How
Yeah.
I
good they were.
know. If we
Unreal.
could post that, Mikey, you might have it, or I may have it.
It's
Bone,
all
if you
over
could
Twitter.
post that.
Bones probably got it too.
Yeah, really funny stuff. But all right, yeah, let's get into Ask Bob.
Michael,
Cue
why
the
don't you
music.
start us off?
I'll lead off this week. Cue the music, Mr. A. Bob, this week I would like you to name me Snow White's 7 dwarves.
Oh,
The names of Snow White's
She's not
7
even gonna
dwarves.
get one of them.
Yes, he is.
No, he won't. No, he won't. I'd be shocked if he gets 2.
Bob, what?
He's not a movie guy.
Droopy, like Droopy. I
We can stop right there, man. Droopy's.
have.
You never heard of Grumpy?
Yeah, all right. I never would have.
Grumpy Dog.
All right, Joe. Why don't you give
Well,
me?
no, I mean, I thought
Yeah,
I have
the
not
answer-
guessed.
All right,
answer's
so we're
done.
leaving
It's
it-
over.
We're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Droopy.
He went
final answer.
Droopy.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna say like.
Well, there's
Droopy,
two really
Snoopy.
there's two really hard ones because they don't end in an
Doc.
EP. Yeah, Doc and Bashful is one that.
Bashful.
Oh, I
Yeah.
never would have got.
But like Sleepy, Sneezy, Dopey, no.
that's what I was
Dopey.
going. Dopey, Droopy.
Droopy's
idea.
good though. Droopy's
Yeah.
very good. That's a clip. That's a clip. So
Bob
that's
and the New Dwarf.
good.
Yeah, I. So give me the 7.
So you got Sleepy,
Sleepy.
you
Okay.
got
Grumpy.
Dopey,
Dopey.
Sneezy, Bashful, Doc,
Grumpy.
Sneezy, and Grumpy.
Yeah.
I gotta have a kid so that I have to experience all of these. You know what I mean? It'll be like the first time I watch it with the kid. It'll be like our first time together.
That's very nice. Good moment to
know?
share. I thought maybe Bob was going to say too his hat. Maybe he was going to say Stubby is one. That would be. But Droopy was excellent. Droopy was
Very
Droopy
good.
was good.
All
Joseph.
right, I have a good one for Bob this week. This is a fun one. All right.
Oh boy.
Bob, I would like you to tell me, to list them off actually, What are the 5 senses for a human being?
There's no way. It's not possible he doesn't get this. It's not
Whoa,
possible.
whoa. Well,
It's
let's
not
just,
possible. It's not
Michael.
possible. I'm telling you, it's not
Let's just
possible.
buckle in here, Michael.
Bob, come on, man.
Do not say a word.
I'm not
today.
saying a word, but come on.
You will be in Ask Bob jail.
He's got it. He's got it. He's just collect. Bob, just one at a time.
Yeah.
Don't try
Alright,
and rattle them all off at once.
Okay,
One at a time.
So see,
Sight.
yeah, sight. Yo, come on. This is a bad rap.
Not
such a good-
vision,
this is-
not vision, not sight, but
C.
C. Yeah, all right. We will take C though.
was
We
that?
will. We will.
Touch,
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
touch or feel,
Yep.
No.
smell,
No.
Boom.
taste.
Okay, one more.
He'll get it because he'll eventually he'll figure.
Michael, just
It out. I'm just saying.
See, smell, touch. Hear.
all right, Bobby. All right.
That's a
Okay,
sweep.
alright.
That's a
See, like,
clean sweep.
No,
I'll
see,
give you
some
credit,
people,
Joe.
some people will be like, "That's way too easy a question," but we got it. We're still at the early stages.
I think that's a good question. I think you guys have you guys have been criticized a lot for your
I think this is a
questions.
good
I
back-to-back
think,
question.
yeah, I think those were really strong. I really do.
I had to prepare a little extra this week. I have a good one for next week too, but we'll move on.
I like ones that are like not exactly common sense, but kind of right there. And it's like then we start building off of that, right? So
I just
the Mount
hate-
Rushmore is a little bit more developed.
Name the 5 sentences. C. That's so good, bro. So good.
I hate when Joe asks it because I see how much he enjoys it, and
He asks it like he's like a school like that school teacher
Oh.
prick that you had. He asks
Come
it
Yes.
on.
I'd
Yes,
like you
it's-
to name, in fact, list out. And it's like, damn, bro.
Yeah,
Like, just ask him the question.
it's the most condescending.
No,
like,
it's not.
like you're the dumb. Like he loves it. He loves asking those questions. He loves the segment because it does good for the show. All right, guys, we get to now move on to our top 5. The other segment here.
Mikey has been on a fucking roll.
Mikey V has caught fire. He's back-to-back champ now. You had the Father's Day champ, and then you had what was our last one? That
lefty athletes.
lefty athletes. I think I was doing great till those last 2. Satchel Paige wasn't going to get it there for
I think
me.
when you
or Sandy
guys,
Koufax.
I think the deal was when Gretzky got past both you guys twice. I think if you guys had gotten him,
You know what one guy said, which was interesting? Conor McGregor. I think Conor McGregor fought
is that right?
southpaw. I think
But there are
somebody said
some
that.
guys like Wayne Gretzky's not technically left-handed. So like
Well-
that's why I didn't actually take him. He shoots left, but he is dominant with the right hand. So like I agree with Mikey. He was a good pick.
Well,
but
that's
I
why, and
thought
people were
under-
bitching about soccer players too, because they were like, "Well, you don't use
Messi.
your hands in soccer."
But he's a dominant
left foot. His left foot
right?
is
So-
magical. So.
Messi's dominant left foot, no, in
He
soccer.
is, yes, he is. That's why it's like I understand what people are saying. Like you're a lefty or a righty with your hands, but I mean, if you're a dominant left foot in a soccer player, I feel as though that's fair game. But
Okay. All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building an NBA lineup. So this is current NBA players, can't do past. Building an NBA lineup. Mikey V has the first option. I have the second option. Joey D third. Mikey V, take it away. Where would you like to
Well,
go?
Yeah.
what's the matter, Joe?
No, I was seeing where you want to go. I thought you were saying you're going first.
No, I don't know yet. Because I feel like if I go first, by the time it gets back. All right. I will go first though. I'll take the
Okay.
first pick.
Okay. So I'll go 3.
I'll go. Okay, I'm 2.
I'm gonna take give me the Joker. I'll take Jokic first
Okay.
overall.
And now over to the D man.
Now, are we want to try and build out as best we can, like guards, forwards,
Yeah,
a
Correct.
center.
Yeah. So
Like
you
we're
have
not just
to-
taking 5 guards.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go with damn, I want a Joker bad. I'm gonna go. Can you hear Dre snoring by the way down there?
No,
No.
No, okay, because he's snoring up a storm.
dude, this is like, come on.
I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic.
Joe, you just fucking gave this to this guy, dude.
Why? What do you mean gave it?
Yeah, because I feel like
Steph Curry is old.
No,
He's
that's
old.
not.
No,
That's
he's
not who
saying
I'm
you're
thinking
saying
about.
SGA.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think he's that.
So
all right.
so
Bob's gonna take him. I tell you that much.
I'm gonna go SGA shooting guard,
Fucking A, man.
and then I'm gonna go with give me I'm between two guys.
Some good players left.
Yeah, give me Giannis. SGA and Giannis.
Is he a center or is he a
All right,
power
play.
forward?
So
he's a forward, but I mean he could be forward.
Yeah,
center.
you can mix them and match them. So like I think at the end you do where you want to go. Like right now I'll put him power forward, but I might mix them up.
All right. I'm gonna take I'm so screwed in this, man.
By the way,
you know what?
I'm just writing down the lineup. I'm not.
I will go with Anthony Edwards as my small forward.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of picking. It's a good pick.
See, I actually think he's almost more electric than SGA.
I'm gonna take Donovan Mitchell.
SGA's MVP though, D.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna take Donovan Mitchell, and then I'm gonna take Victor Wembanyama.
He's you got another center.
You can play him at forward. Some Wembanyama could be forward center. So Jokic really. I mean, he could play anywhere too.
Yeah,
forward center.
Over to the D man.
Oh man, that's
You must have wanted Wembanyama, didn't you, Joe?
Well, I just didn't think that you were going to take him after you took.
He's gone. Bye-bye.
That's wild to me. I mean,
I love the way Mikey says Wembanyama. One of us is
Wembanyama?
Yeah. Over to the D man.
All right, I'm going to go with I know he's hurt, but I still think he's one of the best in the league. I'm going to go with Jason Tatum as my power forward.
Good play. Robert?
Okay. So give me Steph Curry, shooting guard. I mean, at point guard. Sorry. Steph Curry. And then give me I think I'm going to go with LeBron. Give me LeBron, strong forward.
Joseph?
So who did you take? You took LeBron and who
took
else?
LeBron and Steph.
Steph Curry.
All right, I'm going to take Karl Anthony Towns as my center.
Okay.
I'm going to take Tyrese Halliburton. And then Tyrese Halliburton, and then
Good pick. Joe, you got that 11 o'clock out, right?
Yeah, well, I'm
Okay.
I'm
fine.
going to take, give me Jalen Brunson. Run
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Good pick.
He's a tough guy too. I like having a dog like that in the mix.
I will go with. Damn, I need a shooting guard. Okay, I will go with. Let's go with Devin Booker as my shooting guard.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I need a center now, so you can lock me in for Anthony Davis. Center Anthony Davis. I like my squad.
We're gonna need a lot of bench help there though. Bob. There's some old goats in that.
Yeah, you got some old. You got
With
some old
LeBron,
boys.
Goats in there.
Steph, and
But
Yeah,
I mean, like SGA, Giannis, Steph, and LeBron it's
I'm very happy with that.
very stupid. I can't.
But
believe,
can't believe what?
I can't believe he didn't take SGA at the second pick. I just can't believe that. It's just he's the MVP of the league, Joe.
Then why didn't you take him with the first pick?
Because Jokic is the best player in the league, in my opinion.
Then he should be the MVP.
He's won the MVP like the last 2 years.
Well, not this year, apparently.
No, not this year. You're right. But this year, the guy was there for you. And you took
I don't
Luca, fucking fat Luca.
He's not bad. He's
Yeah,
unbelievable. He's a
yeah.
walking highlight reel.
Yes. All right, let me read down the teams so we can wrap it up here. I had the first pick. I got Jokic, Donovan Mitchell, Victor Wembanyama, and Halliburton, and Jalen Brunson. Joe had the second pick. Luka Doncic, Ant-Man, Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker. Bob's got SGA, Giannis, Curry, LeBron, and Anthony Davis.
I think it's between me and you again, Mikey.
I think I'm fucked, but I knew I was fucked. I'm not a big NBA guy.
I think it's between me and you, and it's going to be tight.
I hope you win again, Michael. I hope you get the trifecta.
Bob's got the star power names, though. People are going to hear those names.
Yeah, but it's who they have currently.
I know, but
LeBron
I don't think
and
people
Curry.
are going to read through it like that, though.
No,
I'm not going to
Mikey,
read that deep into
I'll
it.
be honest with you. I think you might be a slight favorite. I really do. Read the two teams again between me and you.
I have Jokic, Donovan Mitchell, Wembanyama, Tyrese Halliburton, and Jalen Brunson.
Pretty fucking good.
SGA, Giannis, Curry, LeBron, Anthony Davis.
It's old school versus new school.
That's what it is. So, like, I don't know. We'll see.
I think I don't know. It's gonna be
what the hell?
Maybe the D-man.
What the hell?
Maybe the Doncic guys show out for D-man.
Hey, you know what? If you're a Doncic fan, go ahead and vote for the dark horse here, the dark Doncic.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for another edition there of the Brilliantly Dumb Show. As always, we will see you next time. We appreciate you. Let's give them a quick moment to hit that subscribe button. That has been another edition of the Brilliantly Dumb Show. We'll see you next time.